Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Legacy Survival. Today I am in the end in a box on top of an Enderman farm because I need a lot of experience and there's a mob that was introduced in this update that'll help me with that. So if I can just throw ender pearls here for a while, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to wait for all this damage to heal off. And these guys can be a little bit rare, so unfortunately I just kind of have to wait until one shows up. And I kind of forgot to bring a regen potion, so I'm kind of slowly waiting for my health to come back instead of being able to do this quickly. But with a little luck, we'll get one here soon. Ah, here we are. Took a little while for one to spawn, but here we have an endermite. So these guys have a 5% chance of spawning whenever you teleport with an ender pearl. And normally they'll despawn, but if we rename him, he won't. Endermen hate these guys and they'll go after them. So the idea is that we trap one here using a minecart and let the enderman run into it and fall just so that they're within 1 health of being killed. So now we trap it in a minecart to make sure it can't move. And I just break down these extra blocks here. Carefully. I don't want any of these endermen to look at me while I'm doing this. That would be disastrous. Drop him down there. You can see we already have a customer, I think, that noticed him. That or he was just looking at me for fun. But we put him right here on the viewing platform. Oh gosh, I messed it up. I was gonna have to figure out a way up there. Okay. Maybe like so. That shouldn't break anything. As you can see, this farm is kind of held together with duct tape and glue in some places. But I made it on my own, so what can you expect? I'm no engineer. Let's see here. How many water buckets do I have? If I have more than one water bucket, okay, I can do this then. Let's put that there. Sneak around here so I don't knock him into the pit too early. And I should be able to push him now, like so. Until he falls in. Unless I messed up the design of this. I hope I didn't. I really hope I didn't. That'd be embarrassing. Now we push him in here. And I should be able to block this off with a stone brick. I can't. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. As long as I cover this up like so, it should be okay. Just have to make sure there's nowhere an enderman can stand and harm him. I have this back wall sealed off just because the way I wanted to build this farm, it wasn't going to work. So that might actually come into my favor here in a second. Let's keep working on this. Now I just need to... Do I have signs? I do have extra signs. Awesome. Put one here and here. Then come down here. I went down too early. Come down now after I put this water here. And I don't think any endermen can spawn on this, so it should be alright. Yeah, they won't be able to teleport here, it's too low. So now if I put this here, the enderman should see him and start coming over. Hopefully. Unless I messed up the design for the farm. Which would not be good. Maybe if I lower him a block, they'll be able to see. Alright, well I'm going to work this out off camera, and when I get it I'll come back. As you can see, the farm is now working. So basically, the endermen see the endermite up there, they get mad at it, and they fall all the way down here, where they get damaged enough that I can just punch them to kill them, and get all the good experience, and a lot of ender pearls as well, which I have stored down here with a little minecart collection system. As you can see, I've only been here for a little bit and I already have filled this double chest a pretty decent amount. So I'm pretty happy with this farm. I will see you guys back at the base. A little bit of grinding later, I've gotten myself 100 levels, and I'm back at the base to do some enchanting because this update, enchanting was overhauled to the system that we know now. So now when you put something into a table, it won't shuffle it around, it'll always show the same enchantments, and whenever you enchant, it'll always show 1. So then when you enchant, it'll shuffle, and you can see a new set of enchantments. So here we have our helmet with Unbreaking 3. If I enchant this chestplate here, which has Projectile Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3, we can see this helmet has new enchantments on it. Respiration, that's a good one, I'll take it. Protection 3, Respiration 3, not too bad. Let's see, what else is next? We can get Protection 4 on our leggings. Fire Protection on our boots, I don't think we really need that. So, let's see. Yeah, Bane of Arthropods on our sword. And Unbreaking on our bow. I think best bet is definitely the leggings. So we'll take those. And we got some Unbreaking 3 leggings here. Feather Falling 4, I already have that. Another Unbreaking bow. Yeah, I think an Unbreaking sword might be good. Knockback 2 and Unbreaking 3. I don't know if I want to change that, because I don't like knockback. But we'll see. So we got Projectile Protection on the legs, and Protection 4 on the boots. Great. Protection 4 on Unbreaking 3. Really nice. We can combine that with our Feather Falling boots here. And let's see. Blast Protection, Power 4. Yeah, Unbreaking 3. Great. And Fire Protection 3. So I think we'll hold off on enchanting those for now. I might do some enchantment shuffling around a bit, but for now, the armor we have, I think, will do pretty nicely. So let's see. We've got full protection here. We got projectile protection. That's pretty good. Now let's see if we have anything to combine here, because in addition to enchanting being changed, anvil costs were kind of dropped around the board. So it is a lot cheaper to combine things. I think previously doing this, let's see here, was about 36 levels. Now it's only 19. If I do it the other way, it's 25, but I digress. So we can repair our Fortune Pickaxe, get it on Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Fortune 3 all in the same pick. Pretty awesome. And then we can combine these helmets. I kind of want to get Respiration on this one. Pretty nice. And then we can put these boots here. Yeah, that'll do, 14 levels. And I think for now that will do as far as combining. I'll hold on to this for now. I'll hold off for that. We don't need it yet. And also, I don't think I said it, but as you saw, we need lapis to enchant as well. So that's why I was putting it in here in advance. Well, I'm back to exploring for a couple reasons, but I figured I would show it since this is the first time I've run into one. We have a spider here with potion effects. So I mentioned that these were added a few versions ago. I think it was back in 1.6. As you can see, this guy spawned with, I can only assume it's regeneration from those particle effects. Pretty cool. Continuing the trend of interrupting my exploration for cool things that were introduced in a previous update, we have Birch Forest M. I think I mentioned this in the previous video, but as you can see, very tall birch trees that spawn in this rare biome. Also pretty cool, and we'll talk about that later. Well, here's something that was released more than a few versions ago. I don't even remember off the top of my head when this was introduced, but here we can have, or we can see that I've found, for the first time in this world, a naturally generating witch hut. I might throw up the coordinates so I can come back to this later if I want to. I think you can make farms with these or something about witch farms, but I don't know. I guess witches spawn more commonly around them. Not too sure, but as you can see, we've just got a crafting table, a cauldron, and after flower pots are added, flower pots inside. I don't have a crafting table on me, so I'm going to take this one with. Excuse me. Thank you. As you can see, we're coming up to a desert temple here. And the reason I'm showing one of these here is because in this update, they were changed to use stained clay instead of wool in their little patterning, and also inside as well. Their loot was changed a little bit too, so I may as well show off what I get this time. As you can see, we've got a little bit of gold here. And a little bit of gold here. And okay, so I didn't really find anything new. But there's some changes to their drop tables in this update. And coming into view, we have one last thing that I need to find for a specific achievement. We have a new Mushroom Island biome. So this should give us the Mushroom Island shore. Yep. And then after the shore, if I go... Where'd my boat go? There it is. If I go onto the island proper, I should get an achievement. Unless it didn't keep track of all of the biomes I had been in the previous episode when I was exploring. Also, there is another thing to note here. Mushroom Islands will now use a specific kind of mushroom throughout the whole island. So, as you can see, this is a shore, so it's generating some brown mushrooms, but the rest of the island is generating only red. So, pretty cool. Or mostly red. Looks like there's a brown one over there. Also, if I hit these with the Silk Touch pickaxe, you can see that they actually drop the proper blocks. Previously, if I hit them with the Silk Touch pickaxe, they would only drop blocks covered in that underside texture, regardless of which kind of mushroom I got. So I'm going to try to figure out what else I need to get adventuring time, because I was keeping track of a list while I was exploring last episode, and I thought I had everything, but clearly there's something I didn't have. So I'm going to work that out, and I guess we'll see it when I get it. Since I'm in an Ice Spikes biome for this epic trek, I may as well show this. You can now mine packed ice a lot faster with a pickaxe that has efficiency. Previously, it took a while to get this otherwise, even with efficiency, so glad that that got changed. I'm going to gather some more of this. I used up my whole supply in the nether when I was there before, making my ice highways. I don't have much inventory space, but I'll make do. Since I have to come back to the mesa anyway, I decided to generate some new chunks. And in those new chunks, there is a new block that generates sometimes. It replaces red sand at the mouth of cave entrances, which couldn't spawn previously in mesa biomes. You have red sandstone. So I'm going to grab some of that. And as you can see here, we also have the new types of stone in the game. We have diorite, andesite, and granite at this point. So more decorative blocks, which are always nice to have. Oh, well there you go, adventuring time. Apparently the one biome I missed, somehow, of all things, was the Savannah Plateau. So there you have it, adventuring time, done. I could have sworn I explored one of these, but I guess I never actually went on one properly. Well, whatever. We'll make our way back to the base now. Or perhaps we'll do a little bit more exploring. I haven't totally decided yet. I decided to return to the base because I had some inventory to sort out after exploration, and I also wanted to finish off the enchanting on my armor. So I did a little bit of enchanting off camera. You might have noticed during my exploration that my level was all the way down, almost to 0. And the only thing I didn't have enough for was to put Aqua Affinity on this helmet. And there goes my anvil as well, so let's craft it. I'll have to craft a new one of those. But as you can see, my armor is now basically fully enchanted. And my boots also have a new enchantment on them, Depth Strider, which lets you go faster in water. So we don't have the modern form of swimming yet, but you can go a lot faster in water now without a boat, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to make an anvil real quick before I head back out. Just get some iron, and like so. And there we go. Anvil down. There's only one more thing that we have to find as far as exploration goes in this update, and I have some water-breathing potions just to help for that. That's also why I wanted Aqua Affinity. So we're going to go out and find one of those. Here we are, in some of the terrain about the area I generated in 1.7. We are in an ocean, and I'm going to be going exploring in here. It's kind of funny, they made oceans a lot more rare and smaller, but they also added more reason to explore them in these two updates. Maybe not so much in the last one, but definitely in this version. So we're going to look around for that, and I probably won't find it right away, but I will come back when I do. Hopefully there's one in this ocean. If not, I'm going to have to look a little bit harder, but what can you do? Ah, there we are. Coming into view here, we have an ocean monument. So 1.8 introduced ocean monuments to the game. Finally a reason to explore oceans, right? And ocean monuments are interesting. So I generated new terrain for this one, but they actually would spawn retroactively. So if you had a deep ocean biome, which only generated last update, that should have had an ocean monument, and you came back to that terrain, it would have an ocean monument again. So as you can see, we have some not so friendly mobs chasing down some squids, and in short, they're going to be chasing down us. We have the Guardians. So let's take some of these guys down. Get us some Prismarine. And there's the Elder Guardian. So now I have mining fatigue. I forgot to bring a bucket of milk with me, I just realized. So unfortunately, after we kill the Elder Guardians, we're going to have to wait to plunder this thing. But hopefully it won't take too long to explore this ocean monument. And I don't really have a good way to place trail markers. I didn't bring many blocks with me. But ocean monuments, they aren't too hard to explore and find your way around. After all, you can always dig out if you get lost. Here we are, our first Elder Guardian. Mini-boss introduced in this update. Let's get him. With our fully enchanted gear, we should have no trouble. Yep, not even a problem. So we have to kill 2 more of those, I think. You get back here, you. And then we'll be clear to really plunder this temple. I also have a potion of regen just in case I need it. And I have extra water breathing potions, so we will have no trouble taking everything out. I'm gonna ignore this here. I see a tail through there, so if I can find out how to get into that room. There we are. Our second Elder Guardian. Man, their Thorns effect sure packs a punch. Hey. Nope. We should have one more to find. And then we'll be clear. Just have to figure out where I'm going. Was this the entrance? Yeah, the entrance is right there. I don't think I went back this way. Let's see. Maybe I should have brought some sort of way to mark my trail through this place. Anything up here? Ah, we have sponges. That's pretty handy. I do hear an Elder Guardian. I just don't know where it is. Unfortunately, I can't pick up those sponges, so we have to defeat all the Elder Guardians first, and then wait for this darn mining fatigue effect to run out. So it sounded like he was up above. Maybe over this way? No, that's another dead end. Let's see. I've gone through over here, I thought. Yep, that's empty. And I've definitely already been through here. Ooh, have I been up here? Yeah, apparently. What about over here? Yeah, I think this is where I fought the first Elder Guardian. So maybe let's go this way. I definitely haven't been here. I don't remember this dark area. But I don't see any way forward. This is puzzling, to be sure. I guess I do need to keep some sort of trail. Let's see if I can't find them anyways. Go back up here. Maybe this isn't the room that I fought the first one in. No, it must be. That's right, because this is the way on this side. Ah. That kind of spooked me. I wasn't ready for that to be refreshed. Let's keep looking here. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. So, first I tried going back through here. Maybe if I keep going, I can find something else? What about going this way? No, there's nothing over here. So I can't go up. I can go down. And I can go this way. But there's nothing over here. Except for more guardians. Maybe I should kill these guys for more of their prismarine. I mean, I guess I'll just plunder this temple afterwards. Instead of crafting. We found another sponge room up there. And I can hear the guardian. I just have to figure out where it is. It can't be far. You can tell it's really close. Like, just over here. I just have to figure out how to get into there. Up here, maybe? Ah. This looks new. But it's a dead end. No. I feel like I'm being taunted here. Alright, what about if we go back down to the left of the entrance? Let me go outside, see if I can figure out. Okay. So he's in this room up here. So I just have to figure out how to get directly above where I started. So... up here, is there anything? Well, I am going to... Oh, wait, hold on, what's this? I'm gonna try and find the way forward. And, I'll come back when I'm killing that Elder Guardian. But he's right above me. Oh. Is it? Oh. There he is. So, as it turns out, I'm an idiot. So here we have the entrance, and you might remember this side passage I went to before. And I went up, and I went through, and I explored, and I said, oh, there's nothing here. There was a passage right above my head that I missed. But we'll dispatch this guy in short order, and I'm going to take this regen potion just to be extra safe, because he does hurt. And there we go. That is the Ocean Temple cleared out. Now all I have to do is claim the rewards, which I have to wait 4 minutes to do, because like I said, I forgot to bring a bucket of milk with me to cleanse this mining fatigue. So I'll see you guys in 4 minutes. I forgot to hit record again. Uh, Anyways, I'm back here. The mining fatigue is gone. And I'm harvesting sponges. So I already harvested a bunch of these. Sponges have actually been in Minecraft for quite some time, but they were never obtainable, and they didn't have a function. They might have been temporarily removed. I can't remember off the top of my head. Hey, excuse me. I'm talking here. Anyways, as you can see, we're collecting wet sponges here. We can put these in a furnace and turn them into dry sponges. And dry sponges can be used to soak up water, and which is pretty helpful for building, you know, maybe underwater domes or anything where you need to clear out a large amount of water, basically. And I'm gathering as many as I can because the more sponges you have, the more helpful they generally are. Also, there is a particular room that has a large amount of blocks of gold in it, which is why all this underwater mining is why I wanted Aqua Affinity. And I also brought a Silk Touch pickaxe so I could harvest the sea lanterns. So I'm going to harvest a bit more of this naturally generated prismarine here, because it's a nice looking building material, and I don't want to craft too much of it. And then I'm going to get back to the base and we'll talk more there. Thought I'd break in here just to show a pretty neat little area I found on the way back. This is actually like a tiny ocean biome surrounded by mountains. And it leaves a pretty striking landscape, especially with that lava there and there. Very cool looking. You know, I did complain about terrain generation during versions like this in an earlier part of the series, much earlier, but I kind of retract that statement now. There is a lot of cool stuff in these versions if you look hard enough for it. I'd say maybe the post 1.0, not quite as much, as there weren't as many biomes, but now that there's a lot of biome diversity, you can get some really cool looking places. Ah, here we are. So I kind of saw one of these earlier, but I think I glossed over it. In this update, we have bunnies introduced in a variety of different colors. Looks like there's only 2 here for now, this one adult and one baby. But if you kill them, you get rabbit hide and nothing else if you're unlucky like me. But you can also get raw rabbit or cooked rabbit in the case of it killed with a fire aspect sword. And you can also find rabbit's feet. Speaking of passive mobs, sheep were given a new drop this update. They now drop mutton, so if you find sheep out in the wild and you're low on food, you have a solution. Not quite as good as pork or steak, but still pretty nice. Well, I wasn't having too much luck with the rabbit drops, so instead I decided I'm going to capture a few of them, bring them back to the base with me, and we'll go from there. Breed them, get some more rabbits, some more drops, and there's even another one of those name tag Easter eggs I can show off. So I'm going to take these guys back to the base, build a pen for them, and we should be good to go. Well, I have them successfully brought home. I'll make their own animal pen for them later, but for now, may as well start breeding these rabbits. With carrots, obviously. Also introduced in this update, baby animals can be fed the breeding item, and it lowers the time that they will take to grow up by 10%, and that's the remaining time. So let's say it would take 100 seconds for one to grow up. Feeding it a carrot would reduce it by 10 seconds, so down to 90. Another one would reduce it by 9 seconds, so down to 81, and so on and so forth. So let's see, if I kill another one of these, maybe I'll get lucky and not get a rabbit's foot. So I guess we're going to be waiting for a little while for our next rabbit. I'll come back when I have a foot. It actually happened quicker than I expected. I think it only took about a dozen rabbits with a 4.5% drop rate. So rabbit's feet have a 2.5% drop rate at base in this version, but each level of looting now adds 1% to rare drop chances. So with looting 2, I had a 4.5% chance. So now I'm going to craft a potion using this rabbit's foot. That's what they're used for. So let's get our nether wart. There we go. And load it up. Get rabbit's foot, get our redstone. And there we go. As you can see here, the potion finished brewing. And we have potions of leaping. So the jump boost effect is now obtainable outside of beacons. I mean, you could use beacons before, but now you have a potion for it. Pretty cool. So with that, I think it's a good wrapping up point for the episode. We covered quite a bit so far, and we still have a decent amount left to cover. Next episode, I'm going to talk about crafting and some changes to villagers as well as hostile mobs. So with that, I will see you all next time.